Welcome to this TBC video tutorial. This is just an overview of the current state of Trimble Business Center aerial photogrammetric module in the version 5.4. We want to quickly go just about the current state, just that you also see what is possible at the moment, how our game plan is here, and I think it makes sense. So we hope that you will enjoy it. The integration of DJI is clear. It's the most used drone at the moment in the world, and therefore it makes sense to integrate the DJI drone. We were here focusing mainly on the Phantom 4 drone, also with the RTK solution. Mainly this is one of the big players here in photogrammetry, using drones for doing photogrammetric solutions. Also, of course, the demand was very large. I mean, from our resellers or also from general the surveying and photogrammetric society, DJI integration into a Trimble Business Center made a lot of sense. So at the moment with the version 5.4, we are here establishing a solution where you can run with our Trimble software in a very stable and reliable way your DJI RTK data. Therefore, first one is the support of DJI RTK data when you also include Trimble T02 or T04 files, which include then your reference station and also the ephemeris, and all these information are also part or can be part of it. And therefore, in this way, you can then bring in your DJI RTK Phantom 4 data and run the baseline processing in Trimble, which is part of the aerial photogrammetric module in the version 5.4. And it's really easy, it's simple, and you can find a video about how to do this here, as you can see here in this first video, and I will add it here in the description, a link where you can directly move to this video and see how this can be done. A second solution that we want is also to show the flexibility of Trimble itself. So in Trimble, we can also, if you don't have now a T02 or T04 file coming from Trimble equipment, also download internet virtual reference stations from Course or from other providers. And in this case, if this is available for your data, then you can also here with this virtual reference station data, with the ephemeris, you can also add final orbits in this part and run again a very reliable and accurate baseline processing, giving you results for your RTK where you have a report where you can see the qualities of the established positions for your drone positions. And therefore here you know where you are coming from, you know what you get, and therefore when you continue your process into point cloud generation, into orthophoto generation, then these accuracies and these standard deviations, they are available for you. And so when you deliver survey high-end products, you know what you get or what you deliver. Then also the standard solution for processing, which is without RTK, and therefore you would need, in this case, ground control points. So you can run your DJI Phantom 4, and even if you don't have RTK solutions, then you can still establish together with ground control points here your relative and absolute adjustment, and based on the ground control points then also deliver point cloud and orthophotos with a good block configuration, of course. And also for this you can find a video. Also for the previous one with the internet download, there's a video here also linked in the description. The first two that I mentioned, you can also run it without a single ground control point. If this makes sense in a photogrammetric way is another question, but for T02 files with RTK data, which includes, for this case from the DJI drone, the RINEX file, the timestamp file, then you can really do the whole process without a single ground control point. If you don't have the RINEX and timestamp data, then in this case you will need at least 5 ground control points, depending on your block configuration, of course. Even 5 ground control points if it's a complex part or a large part. I would still recommend to use the standard photogrammetric approach and to get a decent good result for your processing. And that brings me also to the last part. At the moment, all these solutions, they are all, let's say perhaps in the wrong way, they are in the hand of us, of Trimble. So we are doing the baseline processing. We know the accuracy of our GNSS positions then afterwards. Or we have the ground control points. You measure the ground control points, you get the orientation quality. So therefore, this was our first approach. So we know what we have and we know where we go. And therefore, I come to the last part, which is then our still flexible solution at the moment in combination with US Master, where you can import your RTK solution where you already have done a post-process somewhere else. So you have, in this case, typically with the DJI Phantom 4 data, this is this RTK flag 50. And so this assumes there is already a very high accuracy in these positions. And at this moment, now with the version 5.4 of Trimble Business Center, you cannot directly process it. So, and if you don't have the RINEX data and the timestamps, then you cannot process the baseline processing with this data directly. But you can also not directly go into your deliverables. And therefore, at the moment, we are offering then the solution to import your DJI Phantom 4 with the high precision RTK solution, so with the RTK flag 50, and then send the data to US Master. Also for this, we have a video where the link here in the description can be used. In US Master, you have then a little bit more flexibility. You can define your standard deviations. You can review your type point distribution. So you have also visual graphical checks for your accuracy. You can add manual type points. You can edit the point cloud. So there's a lot of flexibility, but also complexity. And I mean, this sums the whole thing up. So we try to offer in Trimble Business Center a simplified solution where we still can guarantee a high-end quality product for surveyors or coming from a photogrammetric aspect. So a point cloud with good height accuracy, with orthophotos, with a good georeferencing position. And therefore, using now the processing with the direct RTK solution from the DJI is something, of course, we will then integrate, but we want still to make it simple, accurate, and reliable. And therefore, I'm pretty sure we will then offer you this solution soon, and so that you can also use this. It's not impossible. You have to, at the moment, go through US Master, which is simple. You can take a look at the video and offering you even a larger tool set to solve the photogrammetric task and to still get the same deliverables as in the other workflows. I hope this gives you an overview at the current state, and I wish you a lot of fun with it and a success, and see you soon. Bye.